Let's now refactor our code a little bit. So basically reorganize some of our routes to make the code a lot better. So right now we have all these routes here. So the HTTP method plus the URL together with the route handler, which is this callback function, right? And we have these routes and route handlers kind of all over the place. So we have this and then this and all after the other, but it's kind of difficult to see what routes we actually have in our code. So all the routes should kind of be together, and then the handler functions also together, so separate from these routes here. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is to go ahead and basically export all of these handler functions into their own function. Okay, first of all, let's also get rid of this old code that we had here. And so, yeah, let's take this, or actually not just this, so all of this. Let's take this and create a new function out of it. So I'm calling this one get all tours, and then I'm assigning it this function. Give it a save, and now here, instead of passing the callback function directly, well, I just do get all tours, and that's it. Okay, and so right now, if I'm gonna hit this route here, so this endpoint, it will then simply call this get all tours function. So the functionality didn't change at all, but I did slightly refactor my code. Okay, and you will see how nice this is gonna be when all of the routes are together and all these route handlers are also together. So this one is get tour, because this is only to get one tour, right? And so here, get tour. So, and we're starting to see all of the different routes that we have in our project at one glance. So this is the next one, and it's going to be create tour. So const create tour equals all of this, and here then create tour. Next up we have, not like this, we have update tour. All right, and so this also actually makes our code look more declarative, right? So we can see very easily what happens here when we're actually reading the code. So when we read this line of code, we immediately see, oh, this will update the tour because we actually have the function name here. Okay, and now finally we have delete tour. Okay, delete tour. So this looks a lot nicer already, but it's still not perfect. We can do even better, because let's say that we want to, for example, change the version or the resource name. We would then have to change it in all of these 5 places, and that is not ideal. And so instead of having all of this, we can do something better. So let me actually start it from scratch and write app.route. So that's a new one. And so here we specify the route that we want. So let's start actually with this one here. And then on there is where we specify what we want to happen on get. .get, well, we want get all tours. So what we have here is right now exactly the same as we have here. Okay, so let's comment out this part. So it's exactly the same. Now the thing is that here we can now actually chain the post method. And then we can say create tour, just like this. Okay, and so just like this, we have now actually created an even better way of writing our routes, because right now this is not repeated for the get and the post. Okay, let's give it a save. It's nicely formatted and even easier to read than before. Okay, so the two route handlers that we use on this kind of route here, so without the ID, is only for get and for post. So for getting all tours and for creating a new tour. And now, as you can imagine, let's do the same for the other route. So basically this URL here. So we have this URL, and now we will have get, patch, and delete. So this one is get tour. This one is update tour. Oh, it's already there. And finally, I have delete tour. So delete tour. Give it a save. And we can now go ahead and, well, I'm not going to delete it so that we can keep the old code here as well. But this is going to work just the exact same way, but making the code a lot better and also easier to read, right? So again, just to recap, we separated our handler function of the route itself so that we can later actually even export these into another file. Okay, so that will then make the code even better. But for now, let's keep it at this. So with the handlers nicely separated from the routes, and then we specified all the actions for each of our two routes, which are simply tours and then tours / the ID parameter. So just to make sure it still works, let's use this one here and with a tour that actually exists. But you can see already it's not giving us an error, and so it actually still works. The same for get all tours, because that's another URL. And just to make sure it still works as well, indeed, it does.